bringing news that matters to you. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition.
Welcome back. The College of the Bahamas holding its commencement exercise for the 2014 spring semester. Close to 50 graduates hearing from an environmental manager at the Grand Bahama Port Authority, who is a former graduate of the institution. Wilshcombe commending students for pressing on despite the setbacks they may have encountered along the way.
Because they either did not have the course you wanted, hello, they either did not have the lecturer you wanted, or you did not receive the grade you thought you were entitled to. How dare they, right? And then there were some of you who would have defied all odds because you did not always have the finances, which meant taking a break a semester or 2 or 3. But instead of giving up, you remained steadfast, and God saw you through to completion. In life, we've often been told not to dwell on the past, which I agree with. But I still encourage you today to take note of your past. And despite all the hurts and the pains that would have come along the way, you were still able to soar above the obstacles and use every setback to push forward.
Now, the theme for the graduation exercise, a legacy of leadership, 40 years of educating the nation. Wilshcombe warned graduates not to limit themselves, but to continue their educational pursuits and become leaders in an ever-changing society.
I entreat you now to see how you can use your educational training by demonstrating the knowledge you've learned, whether it means going back to your old office or starting a new one, or continuing in your educational pursuits. Never let it be said that you wasted your money or your parents' money, but rather ensure that your new educational status this evening is clearly identifiable in the way you talk, in the way you dress, in the way you socialize, in the way you network. I challenge you to continue to aspire to do even greater things and search for new heights.
Well, there is a new junior minister of tourism. The Catholic high school student was able to beat out students from other high schools on Grand Bahama to capture the prestigious title. Now, for the next several months, this top scholar is set to work along with the Ministry of Tourism to spread the word that tourism is everybody's business. Megan Shepard reports.
Deborah Major is Grand Bahama's newest junior minister of tourism. She credits her guidance counselor for pushing her to enter the competition, which involves students from high schools across the island. The competition included an interview and speech competition on the impact of culture on the Bahamas. And from there, she says, the rest is history.
When they called my name, I was very surprised but excited at the same time. I was very grateful for the opportunity that they gave me that night. My role as Junior Minister of Tourism now, I have to start at a summer job at the Ministry of Tourism for summer. That's for 1 month, and that's going to be during the month of July, which is our, of course, Independence Month. So from there, we'll have a bunch of festivities that I have to attend.
As Junior Minister of Tourism for Grand Bahama, Major wants to encourage more young people to appreciate their country. She hopes to use her new platform to work along with the Ministry of Tourism in spreading her message through more youth-inspired and targeted events.
I am looking forward to dealing with more young people and helping them to grow in their mind about our culture. I would want more public events for the young people in Grand Bahama because we don't have as much events for the young people in Grand Bahama to know about our culture. So me being the Junior Minister of Tourism for Grand Bahama, I would hope to hold more young events for our young people to attend.
Major is currently in the 11th grade at Grand Bahama Catholic High School, and after graduation,
I would love to be a general surgeon. But recently I found out about medical tourism, and I'm looking into that now.
Megan Shepard, ZNS Network News.
Smart girl. The Freetown settlement in the east side of a down-home cultural celebration today. Now, while the level of support was not as expected for those at the forefront, the goal was simply to engender community pride and appreciation about things Bahamian. It was the first of its kind for Freetown, a cultural festival with everything Bahamian.
So far we had the rake and scrape, we would have Wilfred Sullivan coming in. We also have quadrille dancing.
Ministry of Tourism, what we do is we embraces the culture and the heritage in these settlements like that. So the tourists at the various hotels who are visiting can come down and experience some of the culture.
From delicious foods to the plaiting of the maypole and so much more.
I have crab and rice, tongue rice, lobster fried rice. I have cracked lobster, grouper fingers, snappers, barbecue ribs, crab conch, everything.
We are all descendants of the area and we want to promote these festivities.
It was fun coming out and just seeing family and friends.
It was very important for me to participate because I like down home stuff. I'm a part of this community. I want to see my community growing, moving rapidly. So that's why I want to be a part of it. That's why I'm doing what I do. And most of all, I like mingling with the tourists, the Bahamian people, you name it. And I'll be just that for you for this day.
It's always good to taste native food. It's always good to come out and support the community.
And so we've identified a new site to create this park, and the hope is to be able to create an activity or an area where they will be able to construct booths and have a weekly cultural event.
For the 11th consecutive year, fathers on Grand Bahama will be singled out for recognition. Pastor Simeon Alton is coordinating the event, which will honor 20 outstanding fathers from throughout Grand Bahama. This year, the Grand Lucine Resort will be the location for the I Love My Daddy concert. Pastor Simeon Alton says he was planning to discontinue the program, but he had a change of heart.
God has called us as men and as fathers to take the leading role. And I believe it's incumbent on us to do just that. And I believe despite all that we see that's going on in and around our community, there are countless thousands of outstanding fathers who are raising their children as God has commanded us, and who are being role models not only in the church but also in the community. So the role of the father represents headship, represents leadership.
Now, a special committee has been put in place to select the honorees. Pastor Andre Farquharson and retired civil servant Ivan DeVoe are among those to be recognized.
I was just thinking about some of the roles of a father, and that is, as I was on my way here, one is to protect, one is to prepare, and of course to provide. And I'm just so grateful for the opportunity to be blessed to be able to do that for my children in particular.
It's just an everyday thing. Young men will come to me and say that when I grow up I would like to be like you, and it make you feel so great when other people look at you and say, that you're doing something right. But I know there is hundreds of fathers love to be sitting here or being honored by Pastor Alton, but their time will come.
Now, the I Love My Daddy recognition event will take place on Father's Day. That's this Sunday evening at the Grand Lucine Resort.